Oh my goodness, I was only having this conversation yesterday, so that's very good timing. If a person drinks coffee every morning and goes every morning after coffee, should they assume they're always cleaned out? No, actually. We have lots of people that come in to see us that have, whether it's a real trigger or a psychological trigger, either having a cigarette or having coffee, and then they will go to the toilet for a poo. Um, but that doesn't mean that the bowel is empty because it's such a long piece of kit that we've got in there. So people will go to the loo every day, but they either won't feel finished or they certainly won't have got cleaned out. There are lots of people who will be, but lots of people that come to see us that think that they are going through every day and there's nothing else in there. And we get absolutely stacks of rubbish out of them. I mean, to the point where they're really shocked. And even sometimes existing clients come in and go, oh, I don't think it's going to be much coming out today because I've been to the loo already this morning. And I'm like, okay, let's just see. And then we have shed loads of rubbish coming out of them. So yeah, the bowel is very accommodating, particularly for modern day living. It holds on to a lot of stuff for us that we can't process. It's trying to move it through, but because of sometimes the rubbish that we're putting in there, we make it difficult for the bowel to get that peristalsis movement and move things through. So it accommodates. The bowel can just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Google a megacolon and have a look at the picture. Not allowed to put one on TikTok. I got told off for putting one on. I got a strike, so I won't be putting one on anytime soon. Yeah, the bowel can accommodate a lot of rubbish. It can be thicker than your leg, basically. So just because you're going to the loo every day doesn't mean that that's necessarily reflecting what you had from the day before or the night before. It's a fascinating subject. I have been to several autopsies as part of my trainings, and also in something I did in a previous life, I had to go to a lot of autopsies as well. And it's amazing how much you can see being held in the colon when they take it out of the body at an autopsy and examine it, and the amount that it can weigh at death is huge, huge, pounds and pounds and pounds sometimes. So we can be carrying a lot of rubbish around with us. So yeah. So also the interesting thing is about this coffee, sometimes that is a trigger and sometimes psychologically it's a trigger, which is always an interesting one as well. But as long as you're going, that's a good thing. Doesn't mean though that you are emptying completely. Hope that helps.